The scenery of Steamboat Springs is like a storybook. Amidst the green fields and in full view of Mountain Peak sits the Foundry Recovery and Treatment Center.
We're primarily a substance use disorder treatment center that is trauma integrated.
Where the men seeking help have far from fairy tale lives.
Most of our clients come with addicted to multiple drugs.
Dr. Michael Barnes is the Foundry's chief clinical officer.
Our goal is sobriety first, recovery first, and we really see that such a high percentage of our clients come with co-occurring disorders, depression, trauma, and that those issues are, if you don't address those, recovery becomes increasingly harder to achieve.
This is not your everyday treatment center. Here, residents meditate and receive counseling in yurts. They heal through connecting with nature. Positives, Dr. Barnes says, that come from the location alone.
The environment plays a huge role.
It's not just the garden. I mean, everything works together to create this, this different kind of recovery process, I would say.
We have, the evidence-based practices that you'll see that are more medical, heavily researched, that are, components of any good treatment. And we, of course, have that as a core of our programming. And then adding in the garden and the equine, all those different, the ability to go hiking or to, learn how to fish on, some free time and so forth. It creates an opportunity to experience happiness and joy and learning new things in recovery and provide context for what it might actually be like to stay clean and continue this path once you leave here.
Tom Walker is the Foundry's chief operating officer. He has his own story of recovery.
When I was first introduced to substances, alcohol at a very young age, I fell in love with it. I compulsively started using more and more substances of different types and found myself in a place that no matter how badly I wanted to stop, I couldn't. The idea of living under those conditions any longer seemed impossible, and I was at that breaking point where it was either get sober or, continue a miserable existence.
Tom went into treatment, got sober, then got the itch to help others.
I found myself at 2 years sober, working in a detox center that was community funded, and working with police diversion, and then became a counselor, and then eventually worked my way into a more administrative role over time.
Now at the Foundry, Tom provides living proof to the men in treatment that addicts can have an accomplished life.
I just came in to stop the pain, and I was given this gift that was more than I ever would have given myself. Just celebrated 24 years.
Though they too must put in the work.
If we can't allow clients to see that they can get what maybe they thought they were getting out of substance use in recovery, that their life can actually be more fulfilled, why would they do this? And so that's a big part of our job, not just acceptance of a chronic, potentially fatal disease, but people with chronic diseases live beautiful lives, and they can too.
Lives that may not be fairy tales, but lives they can be proud of.